Dr. CMA Aruna Devi. In this session, we are going to discuss about bonus shares. What is bonus share? The name itself says the bonus in the form of shares is given to the existing shareholders in some proportion. For example, if they have 10 shares, they will be allotted 3 bonus shares. So likewise, in any proportion, bonus shares will be issued to the existing shareholders. It is a free share issued without any consideration. That means no amount will be received from the shareholders for bonus shares. So free shares issued without any consideration to an existing shareholder in the ratio of number of shares held by the shareholder. It decreases the reserves and shares surplus but increased the issued share capital. That means it is nothing but capitalization of reserves. The reserves already existing in the balance sheet, liability side of balance sheet, will be converted as equity share capital. It does not bring any change in cash flow. There is no cash inflow or cash outflow by issuing. There are some conditions for issue of fully paid bonus shares as per the Indian Companies Act 2013. First one, it must be authorized by the Articles of Association. If the Articles of Association is silent, then the resolution should be passed in the general meeting of shareholders. And the second one is board's resolution is must for issue of fully paid bonus shares. And there is no default in payment of interest or principal amount to the creditors. If there is any default in paying interest on loan or the principal amount of loan, then they cannot issue bonus shares. Likewise, there must be no default in payment of any statutory dues like salaries paid or rent paid or anything else or any expenses. They should settle all the expenses in time before issuing fully paid bonus shares. There is no outstanding partly paid up equity shares. If there is any partly paid up equity shares, first the partly paid up equity shares must be made fully paid up and then only they can issue fully paid bonus shares. Then in the place of dividend, that is in lieu of dividend, they should not issue bonus shares. After paying the final dividend properly to the shareholders, they can issue bonus shares. So these are the conditions that are placed in the Indian Companies Act 2013 for issue of fully paid bonus shares. Then some SEBI guidelines. Actually, shares and debentures will come under the securities. So we have to follow SEBI guidelines also. So SEBI guidelines on issue of bonus shares. There should be no pending of conversion of convertible debentures. So first of all, convertible debentures should be converted into equity share capital. Then only bonus shares can be issued. And bonus issue should be made only out of free reserves. So no revaluation reserves are allowed to be used for issuing bonus shares. And if the capital reserve received in cash, then it can be capitalized or it can be used for issuing bonus shares. If the capital reserve is not realized in cash form, then it cannot be used for issuing bonus shares. Then bonus issue should be made within a period of 15 days from the date of approval. If they cannot issue within 15 days, then shareholders' approval is required. Even though the shareholders' approval is got, they have to issue within 2 months. Then if the bonus issue is announced once, then it cannot be withdrawn at any cost. So if the bonus issue is announced, then it should be issued to the equity shareholders. Then let us see the accounting treatment for converting partly paid up shares into fully paid up shares. Already we have seen if there is any partly paid up shares, then they must be made into fully paid up. Then only we can issue fully paid bonus shares. So first of all, let us see the accounting treatment for converting partly paid up shares into fully paid up shares. For example, if there are some equity shares of rupees 10 each and 8 rupees called up and 2 rupees yet to be called up. In such a case, it is called as partly paid up shares. So 2 rupees should be called up and the shareholders will pay the amount. But instead of getting amount from the shareholders, it is given in the form of bonus shares. So that is converting partly paid up into fully paid up shares. Okay, first entry on declaring such bonus shares. So we can use free reserves for converting partly paid up into fully paid up shares. Let me explain once again. We can use free reserves only for converting partly paid up shares into fully paid up shares. We cannot use capital redemption reserve or securities premium for converting partly paid up into fully paid up shares. That is why I have mentioned only 2 items, that is general reserve and profit and loss account. You can write capital reserve realized in the form of cash also here. So general reserve account debtor, profit and loss account debtor and capital reserve in the form of cash account debtor to bonus to shareholders. This is the entry to be written on declaration of bonus. So what are the reserves are to be utilized for converting partly paid up into fully paid up? General reserve, profit and loss account and capital reserve in the form of cash. So these are the shares to be debited and credit bonus to shareholders account, right? Then second entry, final call amount due entry. There is no new in this entry. The same entry while doing problem on issue of shares, we are writing the same entry. Share final call account debtor to share capital. I told you no, 2 rupees final call amount. So that amount should be written here. Share final call account debtor to share capital. Okay. So due entry, final call due entry. Now the adjustment of final call with the bonus. Right. So bonus to shareholders account debtor to share final call account. In usual entry, we will get amount from the shareholders. So bank account debtor to share final call. But here we are giving bonus to the shareholders in the form of paying their final call due. That is why bonus to shareholders account debtor to share final call account. So only 3 entries. Only 3 entries. First one on declaration of bonus. We have to write the reserves from which we are going to utilize the amount for converting partly paid into fully paid up. So here I have written 2 reserves, general reserve and profit and loss account to bonus to shareholders, and second entry usual entry, final call due entry, and third entry final call settlement entry. So instead of getting amount from the shareholders, we are giving bonus to the shareholders. Okay. So bonus to shareholders account debtor to share final call account. And next one is accounting treatment for issue of fully paid bonus shares. So for issuing fully paid bonus shares, only 2 entries on declaration of bonus issue, on issue of fully paid bonus shares. Okay. So first on declaration of bonus issue, as I already told you, here we can use capital redemption reserve account as well as securities premium for issuing fully paid bonus shares. So along with the 3 other reserves, that is general reserve, profit and loss account, capital reserve realized in the form of cash, we are going to include capital redemption reserve as well as profit and loss account, right? So capital redemption reserve account debtor, securities premium account debtor, capital reserve realized in cash account debtor, general reserve account debtor, profit and loss account debtor to bonus to shareholders account. And the second entry on issue of fully paid bonus shares, bonus to shareholders account debtor to share capital, right? So these are the 2 entries for issuing fully paid bonus shares. Now we can go for a simple problem, but this problem contains both the methods, that is for converting partly paid up into fully paid up shares as well as for issuing fully paid bonus shares. Okay, listen carefully. Following items appear in the trial balance of ABC Limited as at 31st March 2015, right? First one, 40,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, 7.50 paid up rupees 3 lakhs. Actually, 40,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, 4 lakhs. But they have paid only rupees 3 lakhs. So this is partly paid up shares. Okay, understood? Right. Second, 60,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, 6 lakhs. Of course, 6 lakhs is given. So it is fully paid up shares. Actually, in this problem, it is not mentioned as partly paid up, fully paid up. But we should understand by reading the term rupees 7.50 paid up. Out of 10 rupees, rupees 7.50 paid up. That is why it is partly paid up. But in the second case, equity shares of rupees 10 each, full amount is paid. 60,000 into rupees 10, 6 lakhs. The next one is capital redemption reserve, plant revaluation reserve, securities premium account, general reserve account, profit and loss account, and next one is this is capital reserve account, not general reserve account, capital reserve account, including rupees 25,000 being profit on sale of machinery. Is what I told you. For capital reserve, the amount realized in cash should be utilized for converting partly paid up into fully paid up shares or for issuing fully paid bonus shares, right? So, in this case, out of 75,000, 25,000 is realized in the form of cash. So, you can use only 25,000 for bonus issue. Understood? So, last one, 8th point, capital reserve, right? Next, additional information. The company decided to convert partly paid up equity shares into fully paid up shares, right? 40,000 equity shares. The amount not yet paid up is rupees 2.50. So 40,000 into 2.50, 1 lakh. That 1 lakh amount is given as bonus to the shareholders by converting their partly paid up shares into fully paid up, right? And to issue fully paid bonus shares to the holders of fully paid shares. See the problem. Second point, 60,000 equity shares are fully paid up shares. So, for those equity shareholders, fully paid bonus issue will be made. Okay. In what ratio? In the same ratio. What same ratio? Partly paid up shares are converted into fully paid up shares, no? So, see the problem again. First case, they have paid 3 lakhs rupees. So, 3 lakhs paid up capital. For this, we are going to give bonus of rupees 1 lakh. In the second case, they have paid 6 lakhs rupees. So, in such a case, proportionately, we have to give rupees 2 lakhs as bonus issue. I will show you the working notes for this purpose. Yes, see, final call amount 40,000 shares at the rate of rupees 2.50, that is rupees 1 lakh. So, amount of bonus shares, that is fully paid up bonus shares to be issued is equal to 6 lakhs divided by 3 lakhs into 1 lakh, rupees 2 lakhs. So, rupees 2 lakhs worth of equity shares should be given as bonus shares. Understood? Right. Then pass the necessary journal entries, and one more condition is there. It is decided that there should be minimum reduction in free reserves. What are free reserves? General reserve and profit and loss account. So, by utilizing minimum amount of free reserves, we have to issue bonus shares, right? So, keeping all the conditions in mind, we are going to write the journal entries. First, for converting the partly paid up shares into fully paid up shares, there are 3 entries. We have seen already all the entries clearly. And second part, for issuing fully paid bonus shares, there are only 2 entries. Understood? So, the amount for conversion is rupees 1 lakh and for issuing bonus issue is 2 lakhs. Okay, so the first entry. Equity share final call account debtor to equity share capital. That is final call due entry. 40,000 shares of rupees 2.50, rupees 1 lakh. So, equity share final call account debtor to equity share capital 1 lakh rupees. Okay. From which reserve we are going to withdraw? they have mentioned that free reserves should be utilized in minimum. Free reserves should be utilized in minimum. Okay, what are the reserves that can be used or utilized for converting partly paid up into fully paid up? See the problem. There are capital redemption reserve. It cannot be used for conversion. Second, plant revaluation reserve. It cannot be utilized for conversion or for issuing fully paid bonus shares. And third, securities premium. It can be utilized only for fully paid bonus issue. So that can also not be used for conversion. General reserve we can use, but to the minimum. That is why we are skipping that reserve also. Next, profit and loss account. Once again, it is also free reserve. There is one condition in the problem. It should be utilized in minimum. So last one, capital reserve. Please correct this. It's not general reserve. It's a capital reserve. So capital reserve, even though there are 75,000 rupees, we can utilize only 25,000. So first of all, I am going to take amount from capital reserve. So capital reserve account data 25,000 and remaining 75,000 can be taken from general reserve account. So see the second entry, capital reserve account data 25,000 and general reserve account data 75,000 to bonus to shareholders 1 lakh. Okay, third entry it's quite easy, bonus to shareholders account data to equity share final call account 1 lakh rupees. Understood? So there are only 3 entries. First entry is final call due entry and second entry from which reserve we are going to utilize for conversion. So capital reserve account data 25,000, general reserve account data 75,000 to bonus to shareholders. And third entry is adjustment of bonus with the final call due. So bonus to shareholders account data to equity share final call account, right? So these are the 3 entries for converting partly paid up into fully paid up shares. And another 2 entries are there. This is for issuing fully paid bonus shares. Once again, I will show you the problem. See, 60,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, 6 lakhs. So they are fully paid equity shareholders. So bonus, fully paid bonus shares will be given to this shareholders, to these shareholders, right? How much amount? 2 lakhs. So now we can use capital redemption reserve account, securities premium account, general reserve account and profit and loss account. But once again, I remind you, in this problem, there is one condition that free reserve should be utilized in minimum. That is why first I am using capital redemption reserve account 1,30,000 and then securities premium account 60,000 and then general reserve account 10,000. Already we have utilized 75,000 for conversion. Remaining 25,000 are there in general reserve account. Out of 25,000, I am going to use 10,000 for this. Okay. So capital redemption reserve account debt are 1,30,000, securities premium 60,000 and out of 2 lakhs 1,90,000 we have utilized from CRR and securities premium. So remaining 10,000 from general reserve account. So to bonus to shareholders 2 lakhs. Then next one is bonus to shareholders account data to equity share capital 2 lakhs. That's all. So there is no difference in any problem. You can take any problem. These are the 3 entries for converting partly paid up into fully paid up shares and last 2 entries are for issuing fully paid bonus shares. So you can attempt this problem in exams without any hesitation. It's so simple and very easy to calculate the calculation. See the working notes, just only 2 points. For final call amount, we have calculated rupees 1 lakh and for fully paid bonus shares, rupees 2 lakhs. And last point, this is for your information, capital redemption reserve and securities premium can be utilized only to issue fully paid bonus shares and not for converting partly paid up shares into fully paid up shares. I hope you all understood. Thank you so much.